So you wrote the book. Congratulations. And now you want to monetize it. And if you knew, my name is Lolita Gurin, and I'm a stress management expert, also 5 times Amazon #1 bestselling author. And I am teaching you in those videos how to use your story and make an impact in the world and monetize it. So every letter and the impact stands for something. And today I want to talk about the letter C. That means connect through authentic branding. I'm going to cover about overall social media, then LinkedIn. Maybe somebody can say that's a social media. To me, this is not the same because the feeling is very different too. And then I'll tell you about the YouTube. And you're probably watching this on YouTube, so yay, now you know what that is. Okay. Overall, social media is such a thing that you need to be talking about yourself, about how great you are, about your story, about your character, show how charismatic you are, show your vulnerability, even everyday life, and talk about your book if you don't have your book yet, before you even have an idea that you want to be standing on stages and changing people's lives. Yes. Why? Because let's imagine you finally wrote that book. Let's imagine that you're already happy to talk on stages because you have all your framework put down and you are not afraid to now spread the word. Well, guess what? Nobody knows you. When I say the time to write a book is not when somebody's looking for the book. That goes the same for your social media, for your any post that you do on your Facebook, if you're still using it, any other platform that you can put your name there, and any stage, digital or not. More you have it, the better. And it may look very disheartening when you like just starting out and you just, let's say you have, we're just going to use Instagram, and you have that profile and that's where you post your cat's pictures and stuff. Yeah, you don't want to use that one. You need to start your own account that has nothing to do with your personal things. There's plenty of dogs and kids pictures and about you, what was I eating for lunch. That's not going to work if you want to portray yourself as someone who is professional and want to be paid for what they teach. Create a new account. And then you will build over time, obviously. But here's the deal. Do not get heartbroken because your account is not growing. This is very different than having this hype of social media. Oh, and they have million views. So what? It's not like you're gonna go viral and everybody's gonna pay you. You are not creating the business with your social media account and getting paid by, I don't know, using Pepsi on it. I'm not talking about this. I am talking about you need social media so you can show who you are. Money is not going to come through your videos. Money is going to come from who you are, what you teach. That's mean coaching, speaking, selling books, maybe other things, but not for how many reels you have on your account and how many followers you have on your account and now you're going viral or not. No. Social media, it will be serving as something that will prove to someone who's looking for you, can you talk? Are you real? Can you be vulnerable? Are you the same as you portray yourself to be? Can you talk for hours? Are you showing your vulnerability? This is really you showing you, like I'm showing myself now to you, right? That's how I speak. Okay, that's how I am in real life. So that's mean all that social media posting that you're going to do, it has to be strategic. This actually shows how good you are and what you do and how real you are. There's so many things right now happening with AI, and you probably already noticed even ads, you already know that Oprah did not really said anything about some product. And when you actually look into where that video came from, that ad came from, it will be like Brazil. So, you obviously know that's not true. And you can see, if you really pay close attention, that you really can tell when the video is created by AI. So be careful about that. But here is how have all of this AI hype right now is helping you to be more human and more authentic. That will be differentiated. When somebody's making some video that looks amazing, and somebody makes it authentic. And I tell you, when I started making videos, I heard so many people were saying, you need to have an intro about who you are, and then you start talking, and you need to edit everything. You should not have oh and pauses and all of this. And then look, I talk fast and I talk a lot, so I have nothing to cut it out. If I say something wrong, English is not my first language. I always left that there because I was like, what? I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna get the video out. And now I hear it. Here's the trend. Get to the point immediately. Nobody has time to listen what you have to say and all your intros, and stop editing. Because then you look like human. Then you're authentic. So basically what I'm trying to say, don't sweat. Don't sweat posting videos or even pictures. Don't overdo it. Don't use AI and none of that. Just speak, okay? Because when you are on stage, or when somebody wants to hire you as a coach, they don't care how good your video is. They care how well you can tell your message. And are you charismatic? Are you fun? Are you entertaining? Can they connect to you? So when you're looking at the hype on the social media and stuff, this is not your forest, okay? That jungle is not yours. You need to be somewhere with maybe only a few bushes around, but you're very visible. It is just a proof that you exist and you've been talking for a longer time than just 2 weeks, okay? They will look for you and your social media as a proof. I hope you got that right. And, I was talking with Brittany. She's the founder of Fun Love Media, and I love what she teaches, and I actually interviewed her. So I highly recommend you to go listen to our interview. That it will be a video right after this one, where she talks about social media and stuff. And as a stress management coach, I'm telling you, if you're already stressing out about creating videos and all this stuff, delegate, okay? Delegate, hire professionals, and they can do it for you. There are plenty of companies that, even overseas, that are giving you very cheap rates, and they can do it. But of course, you have to be very careful who you really hire. I hired Brittany for multiple projects of mine, and I've been super happy with her team, how they do all the stuff they do. But it all depends also on your budget and what is that you like to do. And maybe you have someone they can do for free if you really don't want to pay for that. Now, number two, and you say, I didn't edit this. I just leave it right there. Eh? I'm human, no? So YouTube, let's talk about YouTube. So when I started my YouTube channel, and as you can tell, I don't have that many subscribers. And again, I am not making living out of YouTube. And as you know, those people who claiming that they have, check sent out every month and get paid from ads, you will need thousands and thousands of views and clicking on that ad to actually make few bucks. So that's not what we're looking for again. You're looking for somewhere that people can go and see, are you real? So pretty much what I just said about any other social media, Instagram and all that, it really also works for YouTube as well. When you make short videos, you can link them to long videos like you're watching it here. And this is just your stage. And I hope that you watched the interview where I was talking with Freddie Cruz about podcasting. You even can have your own podcast, like I have it, right? Like on my website, there is a podcast and I talk about stress management. It is your own stage. You can showcase what you know and you can talk and the people can reach out to you. I actually got coaching clients like that too. People saw how I talk and they liked it, what I can teach, and they found value and they hired me. I got speaking gigs the same too. So that's just another way how you can, just have your voice and be authentic, brand who you are and not being afraid to show your authenticity. Another thing I want to talk about is LinkedIn. And, as you know, it's impossible for me to cover all the platforms and stuff. And here's something else. You don't have to be on every single platform. You don't have to be on every single hype, whatever app that just come up. You don't. You just need to pick one, two, or three as much as you can handle it and just stop doing that. And just be consistent and just show your true authenticity and just keep doing that. No matter if you do not have millions of views. Because again, this is just a proof that you can talk and you can talk your walk. Walk your talk. Okay? So, for example, I had Instagram and then somebody told me I need to have a TikTok. Well, TikTok really didn't pick up any speed. And then I realized, what's the point? And then I canceled TikTok. So now I'm only on Instagram and YouTube. That's it. Because how many platforms can you be? You always need to ask yourself, what is your return? It's not about how many views you see. I mean, people see you, how many times somebody is clicking like. It's not about that. It's not about even about comments. It's not about that. It's not about the followers. It's about the money that those followers can bring you. Can they bring you contacts? Can they bring you speaking gigs? Can they buy your program? Can they buy your coaching? That is all about. So don't think that if you have a few hundred followers and you will not have any money. That's not true, because you can be in front of the right people at the right time. So all of that social media, it is just all that visibility is just to show you who you are. LinkedIn, it's not a personal brand page, although it is, but not from the point of that you need to take pictures and videos about your dog and what you ate for breakfast and now you're dressing up and you're going to go on an event. It's not that. LinkedIn is more professional. So if you're looking for speaking gigs, and I tell you, I got approached a lot through LinkedIn by companies who hired me as a speaker. Now that is more polished platform. You want to make sure that you have a professionally done picture. What I mean by that is not sitting in the car with the seatbelt on and the glasses on. I don't know who do that. I still see people with this kind of picture, or the picture of your dog. Really, it's not Facebook, or your logo of your company. People will not recognize the logo. We relate to other faces, so you want to make sure that you put very good picture of yours there. You even can take it with the phone. Just stand in a good lighting. Be more relaxed. Don't stand with your hands crossed like a real estate or like a lawyer, because that just shows that you are closed off. Okay, those looks very, you want to look fluid and live and charismatic. You don't want to look like a lawyer, unless you're a lawyer, that is. But also, there's a lot of things that a LinkedIn profile needs to go. You want to make sure that you have all good titles. Don't write something like you're looking for work, because then just shows that, well, you're really struggling. Nobody wants to hire somebody who's struggling, especially not if you're a speaker. Now, you can say, well, but I'm looking for speaking gigs. Nobody wants to even hire a speaker who's looking for looking for work on LinkedIn. Nobody wants to do that, because that's me. Why nobody's hiring you? You see, that's what it is. It's kind of like, as soon as you start dating, everybody wants you, but then you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, and nobody wants you either, right? It's kind of like this. It's just like there's a demand and the supply kind of thing. I know, weird, but that doesn't work. Have a very nice description of what you do. Look, there's a ChatGPT and all AI that can write it for you. Okay, you can do that. Then there is this great banner that you definitely need to put up that it really showcases you. Do not put anything inspirational. No, this is your real estate where you can showcase yourself and what you do, your books, your programs, how amazing you are. You even can put pictures of you speaking or viewing some cool stuff that has to do with you and your personal brand. Yes, there is some science behind that, but you have to make sure that you have all of those things down if you want to look professionally and if you want to actually attract clients who pay you. It may take time, but I am here for you. And if you already have questions, I am super happy to answer those. And if you are not really ready to dive in the whole from story to impact mentorship, that's okay. I can help you on a one-on-one coaching session. And if by now you listen to all of those videos and you think, I have questions, or how I can incorporate this in my life, and I have this, but I don't have that, what do you think? All of this, I had a lot of questions when I started all of this. and I went through this myself with the, asking some other people and paying some other people and just doing some my own mistakes. And if you need to talk with someone, or you have so much stress that you want to talk with stress management coach, I got you. Just go on my website and book a session with me. And even more, I have one more step left, what I'll be covering in the next video, as the letter T, that the last one that stands in the impact. And it is thrive and monetize your message. I will be talking a little bit more how you can get money from all that good stuff that you've already been through. And hopefully by now you already have a blog and all of those other things. But that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in the video. And again, I have interviewed Brittany. I have that video, of course, too. I will link it to this video so you can go and watch it. And I hope you can get a lot of value from that too. And I see you in the next video and probably the last one.